Hey guys, this is Slayton with Future Marine here in Hot Springs, and today we're doing a quick walk around video on our 2018 Bennington 23 SSBXP. We're going to talk about some of the features on the inside of what makes this a swing back floor plan configuration, but first I want to start with the outside and talk about some of the features there. Bennington offers two different pontoon packages for its 2017 year. We had an SPS and an ESP. Each of those pontoon configurations took two different disciplines and had two different kind of features that consumers could kind of choose from. For 2018, they have a new feature called an SPS Plus. And what that's going to allow the consumer to do is have the traditional SPS pontoon configuration and be able to put a much larger engine on the boat. So as we walk to the back of this boat, we've been able to equip this boat with a 250 horse Yamaha 4-stroke VMAX engine. So what Bennington's been able to do with their the SPS Plus package is just reinforce that transom setup there to allow for much more weight on the back of the boat. And what that's going to allow for the consumer to do is be able to have much more power. So we've got a full tri-tune package, and on that SPS Plus, we're going to have lifting straights on the insides of the pontoons and on the outsides of the inside pontoons. If that's not confusing enough there. But what that's going to allow the boat to do is let it have a bunch of lift when you're getting up on plane, and this boat's not going to have bow rise like you would see in a traditional boat. It's going to get straight up on plane and give you that performance that you want, especially with the amount of power that's going to be on this boat. As we move to the back, we have something that's really special here. This is called a turbo swing. So this is a new feature that they've added in the past couple of years. What this is it's your tow point for the boat when you're wanting to pull an inner tuber or a water skier or something like that, but it's bolted to the transom, so it's extremely strong. You're not going to be able to pull it off. You're not going to bend it or break it or anything like that. What you do is you have a rotating pivot that's going to be able to move about the backside of this railing, and then simply a carabiner that you're able to hook the end of your rope onto. This turbo swing does quite a few different things besides just the strength. It's going to be able to keep people away from the engine, and it's just a good safety feature there. As we move to the back of the boat, this is being an XP, so this is going to be a premium package. So this is going to allow the ladder to be upgraded. So you can see we've got a big 4-step ladder, but what's different with this ladder versus some of our competitors' boats is it's not going straight down into the water. It curves out, so this allows for people whenever it's in the water much easier boarding. The railing's not swinging up underneath where your legs feel like are up underneath you, so it's very easy to board. You're able to grab onto the ladder and walk up much like you would on a normal set of steps. The color configuration on this boat is just a solid black with our aluminum rails. So it's a really clean setup here. A lot of people want more of a traditional color like this. You know, you see a lot of blacks, you see a lot of tans, reds, and blues. This is a really good looking color here that ties this boat in. So up in our bow area, you see we've got a door on our port side and a longer bench on our starboard side of the boat. So this is going to allow for a lot of storage on both sides. As I pull this compartment up, you can see we've got quite a bit of room up here. One cool thing that Bennington tries to focus on is the little things that you don't really think about whenever you're buying a boat. So these water management areas right here are really cool features that they put in their boat. So this allows for water to be able to drain out of the boat. It's not going to allow it to sit there and rest and mildew and cause problems with your boat. Along with that, on the back sides of the seats, underneath the covering here, there's going to be little grooves. So whenever somebody sits on this cushion with a wet bathing suit or something like that, that water is going to be able to flow completely through this seat, and it's not going to get saturated. So the next time you go out, this seat will be completely dry and not going to be like a sponge. The same thing on this side of the boat. You're going to have plenty of room there to be able to store all your stuff. It leans their seat back a little bit right here, so this allows for you to lounge a little bit more instead of it being straight up and down. A little bit different setup here on our helm stand, but it allows for that cushion to be back to give you plenty of room to be able to completely lounge out in this area. As we move to the middle of the boat, you can see I'm standing over our center storage locker. This is a really nice feature that you get when you go to a tri-tune setup. You can see how much room is here. I'm going to open this up. So it's a very, very deep storage, and it goes towards the bow of the boat, so you can have a ton of room there to be able to get all your gear in there. One thing to really focus on whenever you're looking for your next boat or your first boat is when you're looking at that center storage locker, you want to see if it's actually going to be able to fit a water ski in it and be able to hold the gear that you want. Bennington does a very good job at having a wide and long center storage locker area that allows you to get all your gear in there, and will actually hold a full-size water ski or multiple skis at that. So we get to the back of the boat, you can see this is what's called the swing back configuration, which is just one of the many different configurations that that Bennington offers. This is really popular right now because a lot of people want to be able to lounge out on the back of the boat. So this is the legitimate swing back here. One cool thing to focus on with this cushion is it doesn't necessarily have a lock position, so you're not having to pull a pin or lift up on it for it to move. It very easily rotates back and forth, and it locks itself into place without you having to pull some kind of pin or something like that. As we get to the back of the boat, you can see you get this big lounge area to be able to hang out on. There's a couple of different options that you can do here with this. So if you would prefer to have a railing around the back side of this area, you can have that. This specific one doesn't have that option, but that's something that you can choose if you would like to. If I pull this seat up right here, this cushion opens up, and this is where our battery compartment is, as well as our battery switch. So this is a really nice feature that I recommend all boaters to have. It's this battery switch. So we know that you're going to be away from your boat, whether it be a week or a month or something like that. So you got to turn that battery switch off. When you go back to it the next time you go on the water, you don't have to worry about your battery being dead. This lounge area is really nice. Like I said before, you've got two different configurations. So if you wanted to face forward, you can do that, or you can lay it back like that to be able to lounge out on the cove or something like that. When I open this compartment up here, you see I've got a tremendous amount of storage in this area. So you know, this is a good place for life jackets and other gear, ropes and things like that. Even a full-size inner tube would be able to fit in this spot here. And you can see how Bennington really tries to focus on the little things. This is a seat cushion that doesn't necessarily need all of this reinforcement, but you can see how strong it is, how I've got plenty of framing and stuff. So Bennington really tries to focus on the little things like that to make your boat not just last 5 or 10 years, but last a lifetime. We got our L-shaped bench that wraps around in our table, and then our helm stand here on the starboard side of the boat. So I'm going to have armrests for my captain's chair, and this captain's chair is going to be able to fold forward and backward, as well as recline back so the captain can lounge and be able to do everything he wants to comfortably. On our helm stand, we've got 6 different rocker switches that control our boat. So I've got a live well switch, our docking lights, the horn, bilge pump for your center storage locker, navigation lights, and an extra accessory switch. As we move forward from there, we've got our trim indicator, our RPM level, and our fuel gauge. And as we move down from there, we've got our kicker KNC 10 head unit. This is a really nice head unit that we equip the majority of our Benningtons with. This is going to allow you to use USB, aux port, Bluetooth, all that good stuff, and it's very user friendly. As we move to the right hand side of the boat, we've got our Garmin graph. So we equip our Benningtons with this. Instead of doing a regular gauge in the dash, this is going to work off of a GPS. So it's going to give you a much more accurate read of your miles per hour, as well as giving you water temperature and some different readings there. So really nice setup. One thing that we've equipped our Bennington with is our Seastar Power Assist hydraulic steering. We're going to do that with our 250s. So that really ties everything in together well. So when you're out on this boat, it's going to be power steering, very similar to what you would have in your car. You're not going to have a bunch of resistance. It's going to be very easy to be able to turn that engine and operate it the way you'd like to have it there. You can see we've got speakers all the way around the boat. You're going to have sound, be able to go through the boat fully, and these are all going to be kicker speakers to match your kicker head unit as well. So another really quick feature that I wanted to point out is this area back here at the back of the boat. Whenever you have this lounging area, to be able to use it fully, you've got another kicker head unit here that you'll be able to listen to music with. And this is going to be able to let you change the song, the volume, and all that good stuff as well as having another USB port down here in the bottom, so you can have your phone plugged up right here and not have to go all the way back up to the helm stand to be able to change the song or something like that. You're going to have a 10-year bow-to-stern warranty, which is a leading warranty in the industry. Nobody's going to be able to beat that, especially in the quality of boat that Bennington has. So as far as stitching, speakers, different components all the way around the boat, Bennington's going to cover that for 10 years, and that's going to be parts and labor, which is something really important to check out when you're looking at different boats out there in the market. Again, my name's Cole Slayton. I appreciate y'all taking a quick view at this video. If you got any questions about this specific boat or any other boat in our lineup, feel free to give us a call at 501-520-0300. Again, thank y'all for viewing.